Take 5 to care and take part in the Bike MS Kansas City. Joining us with the details is Jenna Neher, president of the Mid-America chapter of the National MS Society. So Jenna, can you please tell us a little bit about multiple sclerosis or MS, what it is, who gets it, and what are the symptoms?
Yes, thanks for having me. MS is a disease of the central nervous system. So that's the brain, spinal cord, optic nerve. It interrupts the flow of information from the brain to the rest of the body, and it makes moving difficult. So depending on where the damage is in your nervous system, it's going to create different symptoms, anywhere from numbness and tingling and fatigue and vision symptoms to blindness and paralysis in some cases. And there are about 1 million people in the United States living with MS right now.
Let's talk about how the pandemic has affected that, because it's uncertainty for all of us, but if you do have a compromised immune system, you would think that that would be more of a risk factor.
We know that this pandemic has caused a lot of uncertainty, particularly with people living with a chronic disease and with people who are taking really unique disease-modifying therapies for their disease. So pretty quickly at the start of the pandemic, we jumped in, created an educational series online to really help people with MS understand what are the complications, what are the risks of COVID-19 and MS. And on top of that, too, we saw a lot of increased calls to our MS navigators about things like employment and basic needs, shelter, food. And so we've been dealing with things that we haven't seen before and had to be really nimble in how we respond to people and their needs.
Now, because of the pandemic, how will Bike MS look different this year?
It's a bummer that we can't meet in person. It's one of my favorite weekends of the year, but I'm really excited to announce that we are doing something called Bike MS Inside Out. And this gives people the opportunity to ride how they want, inside or out. We partnered with Zwift, with Strava, with these really fantastic cycling apps that a lot of you probably know and use all the time. And we're giving people the opportunity to do the ride in the way that works for them. And on top of that, we're really creating some unique virtual functionality, creating a live virtual opening ceremony, touch points throughout the week, interactive features, really gamifying the whole experience for people. And it's going to be great. I will say that with Bike MS Inside Out, there is no registration fee, there's no minimum fundraising. So all of you out there who are now cycling fanatics during the pandemic, you can get involved with Bike MS, align yourself with a charity ride, and be part of something really special.
Well, we cannot wait for that. Jenna, thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Take 5 to care and take part in this year's virtual Bike MS Kansas City. It's September 26th. Again, registration is free and there's no minimum fundraising amount. For more information, go to kctv5.com and click Take 5 to Care.